Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day. In this video, I want to talk about things I'd like to be added or changed in Wuthering Waves. My list is not going to include things that has been confirmed by the devs that they're working on already. That includes the Echo Info display upon absorption, the auto selection option for Echo upgrades, the portable synthesizer, and the Echo presets. So the first thing I'd want to talk about is actually not about any kind of change or addition. It's more of a bug fix. In Tower Diversity, there has been a bug that's been here since 1.0, where if you build your team and you want to change any of the details, right, like your character's loadout, say like the weapon or maybe the echoes, after the first floor, you're not able to change your character loadout anymore. So say if you're just sharing echoes or weapons between characters and you want to use a different character on the next floor, you will have to exit out the Tower Diversity to be able to change your loadout. And I think that's really annoying, and I'm surprised it hasn't been fixed yet. So I'll show you right now. So we go ahead and confirm score. So in the second team, I want to go ahead and, for example, I want to change to female rover and to Yingling, right? And then say Yingling and Encore is sharing weapons. But now when I select Yingling, I don't have the detail option anymore. So I can't uh, trade weapons between Encore and Yingling. I had to leave the Tower Diversity and either change it outside or leave then go back in to be able to change your character's loadout, which it is kind of annoying, and I hope that this brings attention and prioritize as a fix for next update. So now you can go ahead and see the details, but after I start the challenge and say the next one I want to change any character or any loadout, I have to leave the Tower Diversity. But yeah, that's my first thing. The second thing is it's about Deaths of Illusive Realm, and I think the community can agree that this game mode should be a permanent addition, or at least it should be open permanently, and it shouldn't be like like an event thing. I'd like that to be changed, and also for the shop, I'd like to have like the materials and asteroids that are constantly refreshing, but the phantom echoes that usually are limited in these depths of elusive realm, it should be a permanent addition as well. So it's like an optional buy. So I guess it kind of eliminates a little bit of the FOMO. And event wise in general, I'd like for all events to end at the end of the patch, or by the time for the next maintenance. But then I don't I'm fine if it starts at a later date. So we could have like something, for example, um, these events, they just launched when patch 1.3 came out, and then I believe we're gonna have like additional events, like I think like an encore story event, and then I don't remember what other events on the top of my head, but yeah, I'd like them. I'm okay if they start at a different date, but I'd like them to all end at the same date, preferably before the next maintenance. So the next couple of things I want to talk about are more on the quality of life side. I like a way to generate passive income in weapon experience, resonator experience, echo experience, or a way to gain secondary mats passively. Secondary mats meaning these cores, the whispering core, the howler core, and the basic ring. Personally, I find myself lacking these three items more than the actual essential materials. I don't really do the overworld much anymore. Once I kind of got that 100% exploration progress, I I kind of just stopped doing overworld stuff. So a way to, I guess, like generate these incomes passively would be great. A couple of good system, in my opinion, is one from the Honkai Star Rail, where you could send your units to these assignments, and then what your units would do is they'll go ahead and like gather these items, and then you don't have to do anything at all. So, for example, we could go ahead and send that. We could, and then we could grab this, and then I want to get some experience or credits, and then in 20 hours, my units will come back, and then uh, I gain these like passively. And another system that I like is from Nikkei, where you where your outpost would just passively generate these incomes for you, and you could just go ahead and claim it. So any system, anything that we could earn, I guess these materials passively, I welcome it. The next thing I want to talk about is being able to dismantle your weapons for weapon XP. In our current version right now, when we try to dismantle or discard any weapons, we don't get anything out of it. See, say for example, I'm trying to dismantle this level 1 gauntlet, I get nothing in return. I'd like for us to dismantle these weapons and get weapon experience off of it. This is because it makes it kind of hard to level up your gear, because if you select use the auto select, right, it just auto selects whichever is like the lowest rarity, and it goes up. And as you can see, these 20 pieces, it only gets me like level 3. So if I want to it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get to level 20 if I'm just using the auto select. I know we can go ahead and just click it manually, but I'd rather have the quality of life update where they allow us to dismantle all these useless weapons and then convert them into weapon experience instead. And then to pivot off of that, I want to talk about the echoes as well. Currently, we also, whenever we try to dismantle or discard any level 0 echoes, we don't get anything off of that too. So a way to dismantle echoes and weapons for experience would be great. I'd also want to be able to use any of my I guess my level 0 echoes as fodders to level up my my echo. Currently, right now, it only lets us use any echoes that has already been leveled up as experience. So any level 0 echoes, we can't use them for experience. We can only use them for the data merge. If you want to go ahead and reroll, I guess, echoes, which is, it's a nice feature, but nowadays I'd rather prefer having more of the echo experience than to sacrifice 5 echoes for like a possible like 1 or maybe like 3 additional new echoes. Now I want to talk about the batch merge. The batch merge, we recently got this in 1.3. It is a great addition to the game, but it needs improvement. Improvement as in the filter option needs to be better. For example, if I am trying to merge or merge like my glacial damage, right? Of course, we want to merge sets that are not the glacial set. So whenever we click the glacial damage set, it shows everything in glacial damage. And then if we select all, right, we have to we have a lot of them, and we have to manually kind of untick the ones that you don't want selected, which is a little bit time consuming. So an additional like filter option to either exclude certain sets or include certain sets in the filter would be great. And then the last thing I want to talk about regarding the quality of life stuff is it's more like nitpicky on my end. I want the Radiant Tide and Fortune Tide to be one currency. I don't like it that the premium banners, the weapon and the character banner, are different currencies. I don't know why they do that. I don't think any of the current gen new gacha games from the last couple years have their premium currency separated. They usually have the premium currency and then the standard banner currency. I've never seen one that has two different kind of premium currency. This is again nitpicking on my end because Kuro Games, they do give us usually 10 polls, and not all the times I'd want it to be I want polls, or I don't want polls from the character banner all the times. Sometimes I prefer to have to be able to pull on the weapon banner instead. So the last couple of things I want to talk about before I end the video is additional features that I'd like to be added into Wuthering Waves. One of them is a training mode to help test out our damage, team comps, and to help us refine our rotations. In that training mode, I would like to have like a damage log as well as like a timer test, so players can test out how much damage they can output within like a 5-second, 10-second, 15-second, or like a 1-minute control environment. Currently, right now, Wuthering Waves doesn't have a reliable way to test out damage. Like I think theory crafters, they either use the hologram bosses or the overall bosses to test out their damage. But personally, I don't think that's a good metric to go off of, because these bosses, they do move, they do attack back, which would skew your results. Same thing as well in Tower Adversity. Tower Adversity has these area effects that would also either boost your damage, or if the enemy have like resistance, it'll lower your damage. So again, it'll skew the results of your damage test. And then another thing I would like to be added is like incentives to level up a character. I'm going go ahead and swap over to Honkai Star Rail real quick. So in Honkai Star Rail, they have a really good system that incentivizes the players to level up their characters. So in this is my character box, and I have a lot of max characters. So level 80 is the max in this game, because they have a system that incentivizes you to level the characters. So for example, if you get to level 20, you get the Star Rail Pass, which is basically a free pull. 30, you don't get anything, but 40, you get another free pull. 50, nothing. 60, you get another free pull. So you have like these milestones to hit to get like extra rewards. If we look at my Wuthering Waves box, or my character box, let's see. I don't have too many characters built, so these characters right here, I don't really plan on building them because I don't really, well, personally, I don't really want to use them at the moment, and I'm not really incentivized to like build these characters. I only want to build, I guess, the characters I want to use in Tower Adversity. So, but if I were to have like these bonuses, right, then I would be incentivized to build these characters. And then the last thing I'd like for them to add, this is kind of like a really big hopium. I don't think they'll ever add this, but I can only hope, is a way for us to kind of like grind out these constellations or earn these constellations. So we could use a Sword of Convallaria as an example. Let me switch over to that. So Sword of Convallaria, they have a daily where oh, it just refreshed right now, but they have a daily where you can do a daily to gain these character shards. So we can go ahead and see here these character shards, and these character shards, right? What they do is kind of if you get enough of them, you could get a constellation off of it. So if we go to my character box here, for example, these are like my, in I guess Wuthering Waves term, this is like my S1, and then these stars right here, 2 stars, is my S2, my S3, and then if we go to my S1, right? So if I want to get to my next constellation, I need 20 of these shards. And then if I want to get to another constellation, then I need like I think like 40 or something like that. So it increases. But a way to earn, I guess, like constellations and Wuthering Waves, that would be great. I think if a system was implemented, I think it'll make the players want to log in more. It'll help with player retentions, because they have to log in, do their maybe like their daily a shard run, and then so they could increase their characters' power even more. I don't know if Kuro wants to take an even bigger hit into the revenue, because I think personally, I think they're already taking a big hit in the revenue by allowing players to purchase 2 Wavebands off of the Afterglow Coral Shop, and then I think like 1 copy of a character, if you were to hit if you were to lose your 50/50 and also hit pity on both, it's probably like maybe like $200 or even more. So I'd say like each one of these Wavebands, if you're not lucky, it's like at least $200. But yeah, therefore I think that's it for me, really. But if you have anything you'd like to be added into the game, leave it down in the comments so we could start a discussion. But thank you for watching my video, and have a great day. Bye.